This is way beyond any vision I had for the project, but I think it's even beyond the vision that Calgarians had. You know, my mom and dad went for a walk down here a couple weeks ago, and they were just floored. They were floored by the elegance. They were floored by the fact that we actually created this oasis right in the middle of the city.
We were attracted to St. Patrick's Island because for 32 years, I personally have focused on how we can bring cities and nature together. It's something that's been a theme for all of that time. And this looked like the best opportunity we'd seen. You know, as our industry has changed, it's more and more acceptable to have nature in the city. 32 years ago, we were like heretics.
Well, I think the public engagement really kind of set the tone for the project. And very early on, we read one of the quotes was, we want to put our toes in the water. And so that was the basis for why we designed this area called the Breach. And to see it actually realized and people getting in and engaging with the water was pretty amazing.
When we look back into history, we saw that actually it had a lot of topography. It was really 3 separate islands. So in our design, when we carved out these channels, which actually there's 2, the seasonal breach and then the lowland channel, which is more of a wetland. So the soil from that excavation is piled up to make the rise.
We think that people are part of nature and that cities are part of nature, and we can weave those things together really very effectively. So there's a whole hierarchy of different things to do, different places to go, different ways to move about the island that in some cases are very urban and very hard surfaced and very, very active. In other places you can get away and sit in the woods and just glance out at the water and relax and sort of feel like you're out of town.
Well, when we designed the park, it was really important to make it a place that people could live and play in year-round. And so we had to think about spring, fall, summer, and especially winter here, because winter is so long. As we joke in our office, there's only 3 months of bad skating weather in Canada. And so the rest of the year, you got to figure out how to make it engaging in wintertime. And so with the rise, fire pit, hopefully skating on the Breach, we really tried to create a place that could be used year-round, because otherwise it's not a successful park.
My favorite part of the island, and the part I talk about the most, is the edges. It's not the traditional part of the island. In this part of the world, we usually put so much armor on our banks that nobody can get down to the river. One of the things on the island is anybody can get down to the river. From the river itself to the Breach. That is what makes these special moments, and that's the stuff I get most excited about.
My hopes for the future of St. Patrick's Island is that it's really embraced by the people of Calgary, that they develop a sense of stewardship about the island, that they really make it their own, that they see the changes that happens with the river and over time, embrace that and learn to love it and take care of it. Getting choked up even. I mean, it's just so fun, to do something and then have people use it. It's really why I do what I do. So it's great.